Hello again, and I hope you're pretty fine. Welcome back, and this part I'm going to teach a very important lesson about writing Academic Task 1 and the opening sentence in your writing. So as you know, the first sentence of Academic Task 1 report is the kind of rephrasing the question. So the examiners will definitely assess your first sentence in order to know how much you are able to use synonym language in your first sentence. I've told many times that IELTS test is the assessment of your ability in using synonym language, right? And in rephrasing the question, you have to use synonyms instead of the exact words you have in question. All right, now let's take a look at an example of question. This is the question. The graph below shows radio and television audiences throughout the day in 1992. This is our question. And we want to write an opening sentence. So all the data that we use in our opening sentence in Task 1 academic writing comes from the question. So we only change a little bit, or we rephrase the question using other data that we have in the graph or chart, and we change some words. All right. So our opening sentence of this question will be something like this. This line graph displays, instead of show, the percentage of British people using the television and radio during a day in 1992. So as you see, instead of throughout the day, I've written during the day. And I've included British people, which was not mentioned in the question. And instead of show, we have display. That's pretty easy. All right. You only have to know which words you have to change. Now, opening sentence usually have several pieces. When you know important pieces of your opening sentence, then that would be pretty easy for you to rephrase the question. Let's work again on the previous sentence we worked. This line graph displays the percentage of British people using the television and radio throughout the day, a day in 1992. So we have a type of data, which is line graph. You should always include these pieces in your opening sentence. The first one is the type of data. You should say, what type of data is it? Is it line graph? Is it pie chart? Is it bar chart? Then the verb is very important. Displays. You can use so many other verbs. We'll talk about this more. And the percentage. This is the third piece of your opening sentence, which is the number, or let's say number noun, all right? Now, the usual structure of your opening sentence will be like this: type of data plus verb plus number noun and then details. This is usual structure. Now, let's work on type of data. What type of data do we have in Task 1 academic writing? Well, line graph, bar chart, pie charts, table, maps, process diagram, and data. All right, this is the type of data that we have in Task 1 academic writing. Pretty easy, really easy. So the first piece is done here. Now, what verbs can we use when we want to refer to a particular, let's say, to a type of data we have. We can say there are some general options like shows, displays, presents information about, presents data about. These are 4, let's say, general verbs that we can use when we want to refer to a type of data given to us, right? When it's about future or uncertain options, we can change these verbs like indicates or suggests or predicts or forecasts. These are 4 verbs that when we want to refer to a data that is about future or the options are uncertain, we can use these verbs. And sometimes charts, graphs, or other type of data compare or contrast, that we can use these 2 verbs too. Compares or contrasts. These are 2 other verbs. Now, number nouns. There are some other number nouns that we can use. The amount of, the number of, the percentage of, the proportion of, the differences in, and data about. These are some number nouns that we can use. All right, so these are 3 pieces, very important pieces that we have to include in our first sentence, in our opening sentence. All right, now let's work on an example. As you can see on your screen, this is a sample question of a bar chart that we have. Actually, in our previous part, we worked on this bar chart, the differences of male and female, showing the number in further education that in Britain in 3 periods, starting from 1970 up to 1990-91. Now, the question is this. The chart below shows the number of men and women in further education in Britain in 3 periods and whether they were studying full-time or part-time. Now, we have the type of data with it, which is a chart. So in the question, it is not mentioned as bar chart, so we can change the chart to bar chart. And the number of men and women, all right? So the verb is shows, which we can change it into displays. And then we have the number of men and women, all right, which we can change to, for example, people studying part-time or full-time further education. Instead of Britain, we can use UK, all right? And, all right, now let's change this question. Let's rephrase this question and make an opening sentence. I'm going to make 2 different opening sentences here. The first one is, this bar chart displays the amount of, so instead of the number of men and women, I've written the amount of people studying in part-time and full-time further education in the UK at 3 points in time, with the data divided between men and women. All right. So I've not included the 3 periods. It's not necessary to include the 3 periods. And another sentence, another example of opening sentence. This is another way. The data compares, right? It compares men and women, right? The amount of men and women in full and part-time further education in Britain in 1970-71, 1980-81, and 1990-91. In this case, I can include the 3 periods too. In the previous sentence, I only mentioned the 3 periods. I only mentioned that there are 3 periods. In the second sentence, because this sentence is a little bit shorter than the previous sentence, so I include all the 3 periods too. All right. So this is how we, let's say, rephrase the question, writing, and opening sentence. Now, what we are going to do in our next part, actually, our next, let's say, 3 parts. Our next 3 parts will be about opening sentences. We will talk about opening sentences in trend graphs, in comparative graphs, and also maps and diagrams. We will analyze exactly how to rephrase the question and make an opening sentence which is what the examiner is looking for. All right. We will work on some very useful techniques. We will change the whole question into a new, let's say, opening sentence using so many different words and phrases. All right. That's the end of our today's session. In this part, I only talked about what is opening sentence and how we can change the question into opening sentence. Our 3 next parts will be more examples of opening sentences. And I'm pretty sure that the next 3 parts will definitely be useful for you. I hope you've enjoyed today's lesson. Until next time, enjoy your time, stay tuned, and goodbye.